Never met the she's all I see and night. Never met the she's always.
Is September 2025 truly a historic month marking the beginning of a new era for Jimin BTS? Could it be possible that an idol long known for his gentleness is now shaking the global stage in ways no one could have imagined? These questions suddenly became a hot topic as Jimin's name echoed everywhere, filling global trending topics, dominating Billboard charts, and carving its place in the hearts of millions of ARMYs. Like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss every thrilling and surprising moment about Jimin BTS's journey that has once again captured global attention.
BTS is back, feel the attention.
His solo album Muse and the song Who are not just musical works, but cultural phenomena that skyrocketed without mercy. Many are wondering, how did Jimin manage to create pieces that resonate not only with fans, but also with music lovers worldwide? Was this a coincidence, or the result of a carefully crafted plan whose outcome is only now being revealed? Since early September 2025, Jimin's schedule has been packed. He's not only promoting his solo album Muse, but also appearing on international stages, exclusive interviews, and surprising performances that consistently steal the spotlight. Fans still remember the emotional moment when Jimin first performed Who on a major music show. His gaze and expressions seemed to carry a story deeper than the lyrics themselves, and sure enough, Who quickly climbed the Billboard charts. Some music critics even wrote that Who is one of the most influential songs of the year, blending raw emotions with an unusual modern arrangement. Could this mean Jimin is now securing his place as one of the most formidable soloists in the global music industry? But behind all this success, many questions linger. Why did Jimin choose Muse as the title of his album? Who is the true muse that inspired this musical journey? And even more shocking, what is the hidden meaning behind the title Who? Is Jimin speaking about himself, about identity, about who he really is behind the spotlight? Or is he questioning the world? Who truly knows Jimin? That question echoes not only in the hearts of fans, but also in the minds of those who have only known him through screens. We all know Jimin's path has never been easy. From the early debut days with BTS, he was known as a dedicated figure, often moved to tears when he felt he didn't meet his own high standards, and always striving to give his very best. But September 2025 feels different. There's a new aura, as if Jimin has found strength long hidden. Is this the result of years of training, pain, and struggles unseen by the camera? Is the world now truly ready to see Jimin not only as a member of BTS, but as an independent artist with his own universe? As always, ARMYs are not staying silent. Every tiny detail of the Muse promotion is dissected thoroughly, from colors of his outfits, stage settings, down to Jimin's smallest gestures while singing. Many speculate that Muse is a portrait of Jimin's inner journey. And who is the big question he poses to those closest to him? Does this mean there is a hidden message he wants to deliver to ARMY, or perhaps to someone even more special? This question has sparked endless discussions across fan forums. Some even believe that the lyrics of Who hold codes that can only be deciphered if one has followed Jimin's emotional journey since the very beginning of his career. There's no denying that Jimin's Billboard success is living proof that he is not just a shadow of BTS. He is a star with his own light. But this success also raises another big question. Is September 2025 only the beginning of Jimin's dominance in the global music scene? Will he continue with a world solo tour, or perhaps collaborate with other international artists? Fans are even beginning to speculate about Jimin's possible Grammy nomination for Muse or Who. The most touching part of it all was the moment when Jimin, after one of his live performances, was seen holding back tears. He smiled, waved to the crowd, but his eyes seemed to be speaking volumes. Was it gratitude, exhaustion, or perhaps a hidden message only those who truly know him could feel? Amidst the dazzling stage lights and the roaring cheers of thousands, there remains that fragile side of Jimin that ARMYs fall in love with over and over again, a side that makes everyone wonder, who is Jimin really? Behind all this light, there's no denying that September 2025 is a significant month in Jimin's journey. His album Muse and song Who have proven he can stand tall on the global stage, carrying his own identity and voice, without ever losing the roots that raised him. But is this truly the beginning of a new era for Jimin? Or is it just another chapter in a long story full of mysteries? ARMYs know the answer can only be found by following every step Jimin takes, reading every subtle gesture he makes, and listening to every note he sings. Because beyond all of this, one thing is certain: Jimin is not just a singer, he is a story, he is a riddle, and he is the new era unfolding before our very eyes. So, does September 2025 truly mark the beginning of a new era for Jimin BTS? The question still lingers, but one thing is clear, the world is talking about Jimin, and this story has only just begun. The more Jimin promotes Muse, the more questions arise. Why does every performance seem to carry a different energy, as if each stage reveals a new side of him? Observant fans noticed subtle changes from the colors of the lights, the choreography's intensity, even to the pauses between verses. Nothing seems accidental. Could it be that Muse was designed not just as an album, but as a carefully crafted narrative meant to be unlocked piece by piece? One theory circulating among armies suggests that the tracklist itself forms a hidden message, a sequence that mirrors Jimin's emotional evolution, who, standing as one of the strongest songs, feels like the central puzzle piece. Is Jimin challenging listeners to step closer, to discover the person behind the carefully polished image? Or is he whispering to someone specific, hidden in plain sight among millions of listeners? Across September 2025, one thing became undeniably clear: Jimin owns the night. His promotional appearances, from intimate talk shows to explosive stage performances, showcased not just talent, but presence. In one particularly memorable event, as he sang the final chorus of Who, the lights dimmed, leaving only a spotlight on him. His voice cracked slightly, but that imperfection only added raw power. Fans screamed, cried, and some even wrote that they felt as though Jimin was singing directly to their souls. And yet, that vulnerability raised another haunting question. What emotions was Jimin carrying when he performed Who? Was it a confession, a cry for help, or simply an artist giving his all? The impact of Who on the Billboard charts cannot be understated. Analysts pointed out that Jimin's entry into the global top rankings wasn't just about numbers, it represented a shift in cultural power. For years, BTS as a group had dominated, but Jimin's solo achievements mark a new frontier. Could this be the moment the world recognizes him not just as part of an icon, but as an icon in his own right? Critics compared Jimin's rise to legendary soloists who redefined eras in music history. But with Jimin, there's a deeper edge. His artistry blends vulnerability, mystery, and precision in ways rarely seen. Does this combination make him the artist of his generation? As the weeks of September passed, anticipation only grew stronger. ARMYs flooded social media with endless theories. Would Jimin announce a solo world tour? Would Muse expand into a film-like project, revealing deeper layers? Or was there an even bigger surprise waiting, hidden carefully until the right moment? Every cryptic post, every behind-the-scenes glimpse, every word Jimin chose during interviews was dissected endlessly. To the world, he might be a global star, but to ARMY, Jimin was also a mystery to be solved, a riddle dressed in melodies. Perhaps the most unforgettable image of this September was not Jimin's grand stage, but his quiet moment. After one rehearsal, cameras caught him sitting alone, head slightly lowered, whispering something under his breath before standing up to face the lights again. Fans who saw the clip described it as heartbreaking, wondering, what does Jimin carry in his silence? Is September 2025 not only the birth of a new artistic era, but also the unveiling of his deepest truths? The story doesn't end here. In fact, it feels like September was only the beginning of something much larger. For Jimin, Muse and Who are not simply achievements, they are keys, unlocking a world that only he can lead us into.